YouTube, what is going on today? I had a comment on one of my last videos to do a Battlefront 2 hero and villain tier list. I love doing tier lists. I did a lot of tier lists on my Source from the Sith YouTube channel, which will be coming back with some the Book of Boba Fett stuff coming out. But I am still working on a process with that channel, but I'm excited to start getting into that channel again once all this new Star Wars stuff starts flowing in. But anyway, again, I am doing a hero versus villain tier list today for Battlefront 2 on stream. If go to my Twitch, it is Tanzo TV. We do tier lists. I play a lot of Battlefront 2. I play with viewers, all that other fun stuff. We have a Discord. We talk all the time, always talking about Star Wars and new Star Wars stuff or just stuff in general. So, you know, if you want to come through, have a fun community, enjoy the Sith Lord Lounge, be sure to go down in the description, hit the link, and join the server. And we are all in there. We're super welcoming, super cool. We're not no gatekeeping Star Wars fans. So whatever Star Wars you like, bro, just come through and talk about it, and we'll talk about it. But again, today, here's versus villains tier list, and I think what I'm going to do is start off with my boy Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker, to me, I think is obviously God tier. God tier is just plain and simple. I think Anakin is one of the best lightsaber heroes on the light side. Really good abilities. He has amazing health. He has pretty good stamina. If you have the stamina card, I believe it is called, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on it right now. But it is a very good card because if you're dealing damage, you gain more stamina reduction during the length that you were alive to a max at some point. But I think this is pretty plain and simple. Anakin, to me, in this game is just God tier. He's good in any mode. People see Anakin and run. He has the retribution, which is super powerful if you're just taking damage, bro. And you will be, and he's just a really good tank, in my opinion, and he's just one of my favorite heroes and someone that I like to main personally in any mode. Next, the first blaster hero for the dark side is going to be Boba Fett. In my opinion, Boba Fett is God tier, bro. He does have really low health, but if you like, he personally, to me, in HVV, like, he is one of those blaster heroes that if there's someone that is like a main of Boba Fett, he is disgusting, bro. And I even think the same thing with trooper modes. I think Boba Fett, in my opinion, is just one of the better blaster heroes to use on the dark side, in my opinion, because he just has, like, he has the jetpack, which is this big thing. He just has high what's it called? High movement, and then his weapons are great, his abilities are great, and I just think he's a really good, well-rounded hero. He does have some broken cards, but in my opinion, I just think Boba Fett is one of the best blaster heroes on the dark side. And then that comes up to one of the next blaster heroes, in my opinion, is going to be Bosk. I would put Bosk in God tier. I know I'm making some Bosk mains mad, but he's just not God tier to me, only for the fact that his main weapon is just a tiny bit just underpowered compared to like some of the other heroes. Like, I know that you can load up the charge for boss rifle on troopers and just absolutely like one-shot people, but also I'm thinking in terms of HEV. In my opinion, Bosk, if you're using Bosk main rifle on HEV, you're not going to get any kills. You basically need your abilities to win and to exceed as Bosk. But I think Bosk is an amazing hero. He's a great hero. I'm not saying he's terrible. He's one of the best blaster heroes to use on trooper modes, especially like Camino in one of the first couple phases. The final phases like Galactic Assault, I think Bosk is one of the go-tos to use because you're just going to constantly just be doing damage with your gas and your mines and your grenade launcher. So I just think, in my opinion, Bosk is a good hero. He's A tier, but he's just not enough to be God tier, in my opinion. And again, this is just my opinion. If you have anything else, if you have a comment, whatever you want to say, just drop it down, because I know I'm going to make some people a little upset with some of these, but it's, again, my opinion. I have a lot of experience with every hero. So I know what certain things are, what works, what doesn't work, and what heroes are good and what heroes aren't good. Next is going to be Chewie. Chewie, yes, used to be God tier. I'm going to put Chewie in a B tier. I love Chewie. I love using Chewie, but it just, like, he just isn't what he used to be at the start of the game. Like, literally at the start of the game, he was probably better than Vader, in my opinion. He definitely was. But his, it's just like his abilities are pretty good, but like if you're not close to heroes or like enemies, like his abilities have no use. Like his middle ability with the bowcaster, like it just is not very good at range, and it's just like, in my opinion, it just doesn't do well at range compared to what his main crossbow does before the middle ability. So it's just my opinion. I think Chewie If you're playing like a close quarters match, yes, like use Chewie because he's gonna just slay out. But if you're playing like a big map, like do not choose Chewie. Chewie is probably one of the worst, in my opinion, to use in trooper modes because he is just always gonna be taking damage. He's just a big target, and like you just don't have enough to counter a lot of enemies from distance, in my opinion, as Chewie. And it's just he's a good hero, but he's not terrible. But I think there's just a lot better options on the light side. I'm gonna go with Maul, our first Saber for the dark side. In my opinion, I was a Maul main for a while, and I still kind of am. So I have a lot of experience with Maul. He's like, I love Maul, but in my opinion, he is kind of weak. He's just glitches a lot. But like he could be better. Like I think if there was an update or whatever and they buffed him or whatever, like he would be like true Darth Maul. But like in just my opinion, he could possibly be a B tier, and I'm gonna put Chewie behind him or in front of him because he has a really low health pool. He doesn't really have health regen cards. His force choke is good, but like if you're playing maps that you basically can't ledge people, like his force choke is pretty useless unless you're just trying to get people out of the way. Like I don't know, like and then in trooper modes, like he just eats a bunch of like just damage, like his blaster, like he just eats blasters, eats grenades, and it's just like, in my opinion, he's good. He's probably not the best Saber on the dark side, but he's definitely up there. I would probably put him at like 3 if you're gonna pick, probably 3 or 4. Like I don't know, but just in my opinion, Maul is just a B tier hero. He's not God tier, and he's not D tier. And then we have Vader, and obviously Vader is going to be there and not moving, in my opinion. Vader, best hero in the game. Abilities are amazing. His health is amazing. He's the biggest tank in this game. Greatest survival. Great damage output. He's just a beast. He's Vader. What can I say? There's not much really else to say about it. He's God tier. I'm not going to go deep into it. If you've ever played Battlefront 2 and have ever run into a Vader or played as Vader, you know exactly why he's in God tier. Count Dooku. I love Count Dooku. But again, he's to me just another B list lightsaber hero. Can I move that? Thank you. Only for my opinion of the fact that like his, like I don't know how to put it. Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna put him in A tier just behind Bosk. Only for the fact that he has he just has a really high damage output, and he has 3 dash moves. I mean, it's not even a card, and you don't even lose stamina like Rey does. With an extra one. But again, I just don't think he's very good, but I don't think he's very bad. Like there's just again more Saber heroes on the dark side that in my opinion are just better to pick, and a lot of people still do pick. But in my opinion, like if you run into a good Dooku main, like they are very good. I think their swing speeds, he has one of the best swing speeds. His duelist is very good if you have an upgraded card to get it maxed out. All the other good stuff, dude. It's just my opinion. I feel like Dooku again is just an A tier. Palpatine, God tier. That's all I'm gonna say because he has put him in front of Boba Fett. He like if you run into a Palpatine or you're a being Palpatine and you know how to use him, you are going to drop like 20 bombs every HVV match. And if you're not just going in like just being mad aggressive and just going after every trooper and things like that, and you're just like taking damage, like you're gonna get blasted. You'll die so quick. But if you're always moving, you're not sticking in the same spot, you're just going all over the map, you're just dealing damage, all this stuff, you will do very well with Palpatine. I think Palpatine is one of the best heroes in this game. He's arguably top 3 in my opinion. So I think Palpatine is just a God tier villain as well. So I that's just all I gotta say. Finn in my opinion is gonna be the first C tier. I love Finn, but Finn to me can be very, very inconsistent. Like one of the best maps to use for Finn in my opinion is Yavin 4. Like I love picking Finn on Yavin 4. He's one of my first picks when it comes to it sometimes, just because the fact that like everyone fights in the middle of the middle of the map. So I think just being in a close quarter match and he's one of the best troopers to use. But like if you're not being like decently close with some heroes, like he's just not gonna shine well. His card abilities are really just underpowered too. Like what is the point of the pistol that like just hides you on the map when you literally have one like Rey and BB-8? And And even like Lando, he puts his abilities down and you just can't find them on the map. Just a very repetitive ability. And again, I think his abilities, if you had a rework on his abilities, I think he would be at least an A tier. Because his weapons are powerful, but like his abilities just don't stand out to something like Han and Leia's, and even Lando's and Chewie's. Like, I just think if he had a rework on, like, if he was to get a rework, he would be a totally different hero. Next is going to be General Grievous. General Grievous used to be an S tier, but now, actually, you know what? I still think he might be an S tier. I'm going to put him over Boba Fett. Grievous is amazing, bro. He's one of the most toxic people you will run into in HVV. His abilities, like, they had to nerf his abilities so many times just to make him balanced, and he's still overpowered, dude. The only thing is his stamina is not very well. But in HVV modes, he's very good. Trooper modes, again, he's very good. If you're going to do a really good Grievous, you're going to get smacked, because good Grievous and good prequel players, like the people that use Obi-Wan or use Anakin or Yoda and even Grievous and Dooku and Maul, like, they're all so good, bro. In my opinion, they're just great. Like, and I think a new player can pick up Grievous or can pick up any of these heroes and just go crazy with them, in my opinion. Another God tier is going to be Han Solo, and he is going above Palpatine. I'm going to say it. I think Han Solo is fantastic, bro. So good. If you are good with Han, he is one of the best blaster heroes to use in this game. He just has good abilities. He has good weapon damage. He has good dodge abilities. He's just good. Like, his health is a little bit low, but in my opinion, Han he can kill you from range, bro, and headshot you with 3 shots, and you would be dead from like all the way across the map. And it's just, Han mains are literally crackheads, in my opinion, because they are all day their demon time, bro. Oh, here we go with Iden. I'm going to put Iden literally at a B tier. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to put her into C tier, because if it wasn't for her left trigger ability, she would be probably one of the worst heroes in this game. I'm going to say it. If it wasn't for her alternate fire, or her droid, she would be one of the worst heroes. Her movement is terrible, in my opinion. Like the only way an Iden main really just lives is if they spam their left trigger, the alternate fire, and they wait for a teammate to come help them. Because they are not going to survive against Rey or Luke or Obi-Wan, because if they don't have any of their abilities, they just don't know what's going on, they're going to get slapped. And even Anakin, like, I just think there's so many counters to Iden. Even like certain blaster heroes, like Chewie's a good counter. Even like Lando and Leia are really good counters. And even Han, like everyone, like I feel like everyone can counter Iden. It's just the fact that people just love to spam the alternate fire and just push full teams of 4. And they're just really toxic because they think they're decent players, but all they're doing is just sitting in the back spawn holding their left trigger. So I'm going to say Kylo Ren, again, I think he's God tier. I'm going to put him in front of Grievous, but behind Palp. Honestly, I'm going to move Han down a little bit. I'm going to put him behind Kylo. Yeah, that's a lot prettier. Because I think Kylo, again, another hero with amazing abilities. I think Kylo has great health. I think he has great stamina, especially if you put certain cards on. He does amazing damage. He's just one of the best saber heroes in this game, behind, obviously, Vader, Anakin, and even Luke. But again, I think a new player will always pick up Kylo and have fun, because Kylo is one of the best heroes to have fun with. Even like Vader and Anakin, bro, you can have fun with anyone. But if like new players, I always love seeing use Kylo, because they love Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren is just a beast, bro. Lando, I think Lando is one of the worst, if not the worst hero in this game. Like, he's good. I talked about him. I went deeper into it with my star card setup a couple months ago. But he, to me, is, I think I'm going to put him behind Iden. He's just so weak. His gun is weak. Like, that's just if you're running a full team of blasters, you will have fun with Lando, or you're running certain combos and pick Lando, you'll have fun. But like, if you're trying to like main Lando, like, good luck, bro. Like, he's great in hero modes or trooper modes, but he just does not do very well in hero modes. Like, he has great health. He has great, he has a really good ability. But again, like, if you just don't have your abilities, you're screwed. If you use all your abilities really quick, it's just GG, bro. You might as well just call it a day. Leia, I'm going to put her A tier, and I'm going to put her over Bosk. Leia's very good. My only issue is that I just wish she didn't have the squad shield as an ability and had a different ability. Again, but I think she's probably she's definitely behind Mr. Solo with being on the blaster hero tier list. She has good abilities. She has really good damage. Her grenades are great. Her alternate fire is really powerful. Even her main weapon super powerful. But in just my opinion, she's just another hero that if you're not very close or you're not in range, it's just good luck. And even the squad shield, in my opinion, is just kind of bland. It's just there. But I don't know. That's just me. I think Leia, again, A tier. She's still good, but she's just not in the God tier for me. Luke, he is also very God tier. I'm going to put him right behind Anakin, in my opinion. Honestly, no. I'm going to put Luke here. This is going to be controversial. Dude, can I do this? There we go. I'm putting Luke second because I think just the fact that you can have an ability that if you're doing damage, you're literally able to build up and do more damage is crazy. And especially in Heroes vs. Villains, like you see everyone picking Luke. He has great abilities. His cards are great. He is just well-rounded, all-around balanced. Kind of balanced. All-around a really good God tier hero. Oh, why not? It's Luke Skywalker. Lord. Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm going to put him there. Only and only for the fact that he is not God tier is the fact that he has some of the worst abilities I have ever used in Battlefront 2. Yes, his middle ability cancels out abilities, but they're just not good, bro. Like, the amount of times that I've been in a Battlefront 2 game and I have seen a Obi-Wan or I have been an Obi-Wan and I have used the ability to cancel everyone else's abilities out and I still get force choked, still get force pulled, whatever, bro, and they are in front of me and they have lit up with the mind controlled is one of the most annoying and aggravating things that happen in this game to me, and it is just annoying to use. His force pull or his force push sucks because it charges and you literally take damage. If you don't have the card on to literally make it so it's faster, you're never using the ability. Like, I find myself sometimes not even using it because just the amount of time it takes, because if you're playing Heroes vs. Villains and you're like compared to someone like Luke or Anakin when you're hitting the ability so fast and you're instantly being able to get them to you or pull them to you or push them away from you is huge, and that is something that Obi-Wan's ability sucks for. And even his like defensive rush is good in trooper modes, but in HEV, in my opinion, like, if you're not canceling the abilities and you're hitting the left bumper and immediately pushing them, there's a slight chance that you're going to deal damage. Even then, the ability may even glitch out and you still get force pushed or force choked or like force froze, bro. Like, it just aggravates me. Obi-Wan has one of the worst glitches in this game and it is so aggravating. But that is just my opinion. I think he's still a really good hero. He has amazing blocking. He has amazing speed, amazing lunge and amazing damage output and stuff like that. But again, in my opinion, he's just not that because his abilities are so glitchy. That's huge to me in this game. So again, like, I just think Obi-Wan could again, why am I saying could use a rework? But again, it's never going to happen. So if you want to use Obi-Wan, use him. He's still a good hero. Phasma. I'm going to put Phasma over Iden. And I might even... No, I'm going to put Finn over Phasma. My thing is with Phasma, she is good, but she is not great. Or she's not like better than Chewie, and she's not as good as Maul. She is the least played hero that I have used in this game. Only for the fact is like, if you're not camping, you're not going to get a kill. Like you could push teams in HPV with a Phasma, but if your team's not with you or you don't have your droid or like your middle ability, you're screwed. Like, Phasma has a really good blaster and you can have it. She's really good in trooper modes, but in hero villains, garbage. All you see is Phasma players putting the droid down and camping on it because she cannot do anything else. Same thing with the Iden, because all Iden does is just push far away and use the alternate fire. So that's just me. Again, I like using Phasma, but in my opinion, Phasma is just not a good pick if you're going to pick someone like Bosk or Boba Fett. We are narrowing down to the last Saber heroes, so Rey. I'm going to put Rey right there. I think Rey is the third best because she has really good abilities. I think her parry is amazing. Her speed is great. She reminds me a lot of Maul. She can die very quickly, but if you know how to use her, you will do very well. I think Rey is pretty decent. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want to put her in God tier thinking about it right now. I might honestly put her right up here, and then I'm going to put Dooku there. I might put Bosk. Yeah, that's good. Okay, yeah. So again, I think Rey's good, but in my opinion, she's not God tier after thinking about it. She has very good abilities, very good speed, all that other good stuff, very good blocking, very stuff like that. But again, she's just not very good. Sometimes in hero modes, again, just because her left bumper ability makes you very vulnerable to damage and very vulnerable to chokes, things like that, getting frozen, stuff like that. But if you know how to time it and you know how to do very well and know how to play with Rey, you will do very well with Rey. I think Rey is very good. Yoda. I have a love-hate relationship with Yoda in this game. There are games that I absolutely slay out with Yoda, and then there are games that I will not get a single kill because Yoda is very underpowered, and I think they did him dirty for hero modes. But in my opinion, in trooper modes, he's one of the best to use, bro. Because he's just so quick, he's so small, his ability, his push ability is super strong, and all that other stuff. Like I think he is a very just underperforming hero. Like I think he's very inconsistent. Again, I think I'm gonna put him in B tier with Maul. I'm gonna put him behind Maul. He, in my opinion, is just not one of the best. He's not a very good saber in this game because I just think he's just very vulnerable and he's just very exposed half the time because when you do your force push, you're pushing and then you're freezing for a second and you're very vulnerable to damage. Even with his right bumper ability, again, you can take damage and things like that, but again, you're just going to be eating it, and his presence ability is good, but you just take damage and it feels like you didn't even use it half the time. But that's just my opinion. Again, I know there's Yoda mains out there that are very good, and I love playing as Yoda, but he's just not, compared to some of the other options in front of you for saber heroes on HUV and trooper modes, there's just a lot better picks. And then the final two picks, BB-8. BB-8 is a god tier, and he is going right there. For the fact that he is just mad strong, bro. He literally has one of the highest DPSs I've ever seen in any game I've ever played, bro. And it is just so weird how he is so overpowered and so good and just impossible to kill, bro. I don't know, but that's just me. And then the final villain is going to be BB-9E, and BB-9E is going to go there. Only for the fact that he's just very weak. Again, it's just a droid. If Han can laser you, Rey will destroy you, Luke will destroy you, Leia will destroy you, Obi-Wan will destroy you, Chewie. Literally everyone counters on the light side to BB-9E. Unless you're playing a map that you can ledge people like Bespin, I think BB-9E is very fun to use. I love to use BB-9E as like a troll thing, and just to have fun, just to switch it up. But he's just not a very good hero. You're not gonna be dropping 60 kills or 40 kills or even like a 20 bomb with him unless you're pushing with full teams. You're most likely just going to be getting assists the whole game, or you could just ledge people off the map. But again, that's basically all you're going to do with BB-9E. So this is it. This is my tier list for my heroes versus villains roster. In my opinion, I know that there's some people that are going to not like this. That there's some people that are going to kind of agree with this, but this is just my opinion again, because I've put a lot of time into this game, put in a lot of kills in this game, and a lot of experience with every one of these heroes. And this is, again, just my personal preference. So if you guys have any other comments, or you have a hero that you would put in a certain tier list, or even in a certain spot, or you would switch or put in front of, whatever, let me know down in the comments. If you guys like this, you guys want me to do a little bit more of these, just let me know down in the comments. I love doing tier makers, and I love doing tier lists. These things are so fun, because I just love seeing the reactions from people. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys all next time. My name is TanzoTV. Be sure to hit the like and sub with the post notification bell so you don't miss an upload. My Luke Skywalker video will be coming out this week on Monday. I keep pushing it back, but I just haven't been able to get to it, but it will be coming out on Monday. I'm going to record it after this, or I may even record it this weekend. So have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys all next time. Peace, love, positivity, all the other good stuff. May the force be with you, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.